Okay, back again. A little bit more trails. Let's see. We just got back from... We didn't get to progress much with the story last time because we got held up with side quests and the like. But we're good to go now, I think. What are our side quests? We've still got to find Bear Claws. We've still got to find the Nepal Valley monster and the new Ansel Path monster. Where is the new Ansel Path? Oh, there it is. South. Alright, let's have a look at this monster. We can heal up Joshua a little bit as well. It's probably better to just just rest at the hotel. It's gonna be cheaper than any of the other healing options. Okay. Somewhere along this trail is a monster. What do these guys do again? These guys split up when you attack them. Or when they get their turn. Which they're not going to get.
That's that then. Let's move out.
We need fire, Sepith. We're lacking in the fire department. Only these guys drop fire out of all the monsters we've fought so far, and the wisdoms. What do these guys do again? Spews poisonous gas. They don't take a lot of damage. Ah, damn it, I should have attacked the other one. Oh, she's confused. That sucks. I'm being a bit careless here. I could have taken care of them faster with less cost, but it's actually probably just cheaper in the end to take the damage and then heal up afterwards than spam spells. What is this? Joshua, please! Get your act together, boy! What are they weak to? Nothing. What are these guys weak to? Nothing. Blows gases, I spelled gases wrong, on its enemies. Difficult to hit. What are they? Oh, it got Estelle got interrupted. Almost got a Celeste. Ah, this isn't going well. Fucking hell! What the fuck?! Jesus Christ, things go bad so quick if you don't deal with the enemies quickly. Holy shit. Okay. We've got hardly any food left. What have we got lots of ingredients for? Mouthful soup. Sure, we can make one of those. Flowery soda. Yeah, go ahead. Red peppers. We should have a look for those. Sweet sponge cake. Let's make a few of those. Beef steak. Veggie sandwich. And now we're starting to get into stuff that doesn't really heal very much. And Estella has low health as well. It would probably be more efficient to just run back and use the inn at this point. Let's quit screwing around now. And she's confused. This is... oh, man. This is really rough, to be honest with you. I think we go back and use the inn. This is getting a bit crazy.
Alright, we're good to go.
The enemies deal like... if you don't wrangle the enemies really quickly, they deal so much damage to you. And then you start just getting... you just start falling further and further behind. Before you know it, someone's dead. Save as well. It gets the critical as well. Like, already, Scara is 200 health down, without us even doing anything. Getting the preemptive helps. Oh, interrupting. Okay, it resists the damage. Wow!
Oh, are you done already?
Huh. I think we should just avoid combat. Feels like there should be an easier way to deal with them, but maybe we're just not high enough level. There's the tower and there's the lakeshore. Okay, so the monster's gonna be somewhere along here. I'm gonna avoid combat for the moment. We can maybe fight on the way back. Okay. This is it for sure, right? What does it do? Oh, there's 6 of them. Okay. Mega weak to fire, a monster that floats around ancient ruins, has impenetrable scales, but is weak against fire, so it doesn't... You can't fizz attack it, basically. This might have to wait until we've got some... Until we can do AoE fire spells. Because 6 enemies is really very hard to deal with at this stage. Stella's on healing duty. We have to interrupt our spell. Even the crit does barely anything.
We're good to go!
We're really struggling here. And it's gonna get a crit and we don't have anything to defend with. Luckily, they're spreading out the damage and not just focusing on on one character. Okay, looks like we might be able to win. It's not an elegant win, but it's a win. We take those!
Alright, we're good to go.
And Scara got our level. Nice. Oh my god, we're rolling in Sepith. And we finally got enough to unlock a slot as well. What's here on the Valyria Lakeshore? The Kingfisher Inn. Oh, there is an inn here. Looks like this might be somewhere we can come to later. What's down here? No NPCs. Just the inn. Interesting. Cute little building, though. There are some fishing rods propped against the rack. Anyone home? There's some people here. Hello. That reminds me, there's an old tower standing to the northwest of here. Seems as though it's called the Amber Tower. Wonder what in the world it was built for. What do you sell? Deep-fried smelt? Okay, we can have one of those. Boiled miso carp. 300 health. It heals. That's pretty good. Heals 400 health. Rockfish skewer. 500 health. And 600 health. I want to learn all these recipes. I guess we'll start from the most expensive. Let's just buy all of them, I guess. We should sell off some Sepith, so we've got some money. I guess the Bose region gives you lots of Earth Sepith because it sells for more as well. Hello. The weather is just wonderful today. Maybe I'll just take a book and read by the water's edge this afternoon. Maybe I could give fishing a try too. How did you guys get here? The road is infested with really nasty monsters. And the food is great. This place is relaxing. And I couldn't ask for anything more, but I have to be careful not to put on any weight. My older brother Leonard started this inn. I grew fond of the atmosphere here when I came to visit him. So I decided to stay, and he let me work for him. That's nice. 60. Nothing else to do here, though. Drop another save. Gotta try and get the preemptives. That's by itself. Beautiful. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Wow. Alright, it interrupts.
Piece of cake.
Maybe it's just me, but clock up... I used to clock up a lot really early, but it feels like... I'm starting to feel like it's a waste of a turn. Because it doesn't even last the whole battle, it only lasts a certain number of turns, I guess. Let's get rid of the interrupter first. It's best to just thin down the enemy as quickly as possible, I think. And Silphen Guard, I've only used it a couple of times, but it didn't noticeably increase the number of attacks I was invading at all. It's a bit disappointing. It would be nice if the status effect attacks were more useful.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Nice. Still got loads of monsters missing. I'm supposing most of these are probably in the Neville Valley and the Tower. Plus there's going to be bosses for the area as well. Just spam just absolutely spam them. Not worth trying to do anything else against these guys. Getting some good fires as well. Wait to see which way it's facing. Good. Actually, do we have lots of waters as well now? We've got 145 water. That means we can probably buy that other quartz I was looking at. I've had enough of fighting these. Let's just go back. You can fight, because you guys die easily. Up.
We're good to go.
More tons of water. Nice. Alright, we've got enough to unlock a slot for Estelle, I think. Slots. Estelle. She can open this one. What about the others? Needs 80 and 80. Okay, so 2 left for Estelle. 2 left for Joshua, but he needs more, and also 2 left for Gara, but she needs more. So let's go for Estelle's. Open slot 5. And let's buy this. Might also be worth getting a second one of these. Maybe. I don't know. Man, we need another fire quartz so we can get the fire AoE ability. Okay. That doesn't give us anything new. Memo. Aqua Bleed is 1, Blue Impact is 5, Diamond Dust is 421. Lightning, Plasma Wave. Tira. Latia. We can get an area heal if we equip one of these yellow guys alongside what we've got going on now. This gives a yellow, so remove that. Remove that. Put cast back over here. And then mind, I guess, and then no. EP cut, and that gives her Latia. Okay, this is a pretty good setup, I think. She's getting to be a pretty powerful caster. Although Skara has more... Skara has more stats, but her has a higher arts attack power. But her main slot is limited to wind. And that slot is also limited to wind. That's quite troublesome. Which means it's actually kind of impossible for her unless we... What about these slots? Or Quartz okay, or Quartz okay. We would need to open at least one more in order to get Latia on Skara. And we've still got information on him. Information is pretty good. I like information. But we can consider removing it if we run into a tough fight. Man, shield honestly kind of sucks. Oh wait, it's arts defense. That's not too bad actually. We've got impede here. That gives 3. 1, 1. There's another 3. That requires 300 wins? Do we get anything if we equip more wins? Sylphan Guard, Sylphan Wing. 30 EP for +1 move. That really doesn't seem worth it. And then Aerial is 4. I think we should change this. Give this to Skara. Give her MP2. That gives her Aerial. So now we've got an AoE spell, which is awesome. And what should we give to Estelle? Everyone's got fire spells, which is pretty useful. Does Estelle really need anything else? Attack would be nice. lot of. Defense. Shield. Agility is not great. Move. I wonder how evasion is calculated. We have 16 dexterity and 4 agility. Dexterity is accuracy, agility is evasion. I wonder how that's actually calculated. Like, how much of an upgrade is 1 agility? We'd have to know how it calculates hits. Dex, that's a straight dex plus 5. Not 5%, it's just plus 5. Max AP by 10 is really not great. The biggest thing there is that it increases... It gives us multiple different kinds of elemental values, but doesn't give us anything new for now. None of these others give us any spells. So it's more about... So having fire is good, because there are lots of enemies weak to fire, at least in this region. So I'm just going to give her 5 for now. How about you, Josh? I like how you're set up, I think. We have the ability to give you Shadow Spear and Hellgate, but I don't think those are really necessary. Shadow Spear... Hellgate, I think, is AoE, a small AoE. Shadow Spear. Right, it has 20% KO chance. Could be interesting if we're up against a single enemy that has... Well, I guess most bosses are probably immune to KO, right? And then Hellgate is a small area with 20% feint. Giving him attack is pretty good because Josh is our most physical-focused character. He has the highest strength, although Skara is beating him for now. That's probably because she's 1 level ahead of him. Why is Estelle not really good at anything? Her defense is slightly higher, but Josh is... He's got 1 more point of defense, but otherwise Josh is just better than her at everything. We've got 2 range. I guess her compensation is meant to be that she's like the jack of all trades, she can equip anything. Whereas the others are limited. Okay. I like how we've got it set up. We don't need to do anything else, I don't think, for now. Nebel Valley and Bear Claws. Let's report to the guild. Medium and medium. Master Cryon. I'm assuming the game is going to send us to the Nebel Valley naturally, but I'm wondering if the quest will fail before it sends us there. We'll progress the story and then see how it goes. Bearclaw is probably in the valley as well. We haven't seen it anywhere else. $1,500. Turn off the trail about halfway down the road. Village can be easily reached by just following the trail. Ravenny Village always makes me think of, well, another bracer. If he were here, this would be no problem at all. Who are you thinking about? Okay, let's rest up. And maybe we should buy some more ingredients as well. What do we got here? Flaky potato, we got plenty. Crisp onion, let's buy a few more of those. Dirty carrot, we don't really need any. Don't have any recipes for that or that. Alright, tricolored rice, it's fine, we only need one. Milk. Milk is so damn expensive. And it's needed for so many things. Flour. Flour is mega cheap, so we can buy loads of it. Salt, olive oil, got plenty. Black pepper, red pepper. We need some of these. Need 3 of those for the red tail soup. Okay, that's enough food shopping. Let's head on to the Revenue Village and continue with the main story. God, having an AoE attack on Scara, it's gonna be nice. I'm annoyed that I didn't notice it earlier. Oh, it one-shot these dudes. What do these guys speak to? Water. Still has quite a lot of EP now as well, because we've unlocked so many of our slots.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I wonder if you can get more EP after unlocking all the slots. None of them are weak to wind. Still does a lot of damage though.
Alright, we're good to go.
20 EP though, costs quite a lot. Really looking for bear claws now. I'm worried about progressing too far in the story and failing our quests. We don't need to be fancy here. Miss.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Revenue. Huh? Oh. Oh, it's this guy again. Scarazard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incident? No, I'm here on some chump errands. Speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright? Taken hostage? Don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? Boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy, Scarazard, and be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. Make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself, either. I'll keep those words in mind. Oh right, Scarazard. Was it you who took care of that monster near the mine? Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me, it was us. I don't think any number of trainees would have made much of a difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for those Sky Bandits. Later. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see, so that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Krosner, senior bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. Sounds like a party member. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past that I can't go into. And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry you to Revenue Village. There's a lot of secrets in this family that no one has ever bothered. None of them have ever bothered to, like, try and interrogate. Right. Hardly any fizz damage.
Piece of cake.
Where possible, I want to have Estelle do the casting, because she's got way more AP than the others at this point.
Piece of cake.
Coming up on a level for Josh. No sign of bear claws either. Doesn't seem like they're gonna be around here. Because we came through here before and didn't see any. Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. Huh? You guys visitors? You're looking for the village elder's house. It's just up that hill in the back of the village. Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. He must be the guy who saw the shadow. Nothing that we need. This village is close to the border and was one of the first places to be occupied during the war. There were so many victims back then, and the deep wounds in people's hearts have still have yet to heal over. I'd like to recommend the squeezed juice in the bar on the second floor if I could. Please give it a try if you'd like. Welcome! If you're here for a drink, I recommend that you try out our various types of fruit wines. Our ingredients are the freshest and finest in all of the borough. That sounds great. But if you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it? Yes, that's right. We just opened the place recently. I hope you will come visit us often. So what's the recommended item on your menu right now? Let's see. The pomegranate wine and the apricot tart set is delightful. Scara, shouldn't we be investigating things first? And that's exactly what we're doing. Speaking with local residents can net us some information as well. You don't need to be in such a hurry. I wonder if she's really serious about what she says. Huh, who knows? Whenever it comes to her and alcohol, her credibility isn't that great. Apple ice cream and fresh juice. 300 health and cures petrify. Got one of each of those. I've been growing fruit here even since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. My husband Pesca is really dedicated to his research. He works by day in the orchard and researches various means of cultivation by night. I'm actually looking to get out of the orchard business and start again as a merchant in bows. There are still a number of problems hanging over this village, and if we can't find a way to resolve them, I just won't be able to leave this place with a clear conscience. That's why my wife and son have gone ahead to bows without me. I moved this village a number of years ago because I wanted to be an orchard farmer. I even purchased a new set of orbo farming equipment, which I've been studying how to use all my life. I'm going to grow and produce more fruit than anyone else. Already gone ahead to bows and are waiting there for me. So that's the mother and son who are running the store in the top corner. Nobody believes me. It wasn't a dream either. Have you visited the gravesite here in the village? That large tombstone is dedicated to the victims who died in the 100 Days' War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of the fighting, and even today I still see that horrific scene sometimes in my dreams. If you're looking for my husband, he's always in the orchard. Even when I call him for meals, he ends up coming an hour later, and by that time his meal is already cold. Oh, someone has left flowers here. Still locked. No one guarding the back gate anymore. The heat of flames burning flesh and the charred smell of blackened bones. Amidst the screams and cries of the villagers and their children. No matter how many years pass, the terrible events of the war remain ingrained in my mind. I see you're all together. What brings you all up here today? Are you here for a visit? No, not exactly. We're actually here on business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine. Oh, things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got the chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So, he's traveling by himself, as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged features. Huh? Is Agate your son? What's wrong, sir? It's nothing, really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually, we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children in the village here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid, any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do, then, is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. We should be here somewhere in the village. The village is rather small, so I'm sure you'll be able to find it without any trouble. Speaking of the war, I saw that young man for the first time in years. If you'd let me know he was coming, I could have cleaned up the house for him. Agate, you mean? So you guys are definitely Agate's parents. Anyone got anything else to say? Nope. Okay, let's go talk to Louis. Huh? Haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants? Here to buy fruit? Actually, no. We're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like Agate? I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me. Especially because you're a girl. Ugh, why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with a staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Wow, that's amazing! It's like a tornado! Heh, I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now, how about another amazing demonstration of my staff? So, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by chance? Yeah. How did you know my name? We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine, we're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember? Okay, I'll try. See, I like watching the stars at night, so I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw two shadows? Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes too, kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes. That's consistent with an airliner and the Sky Bandit airship if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the two shadows just kept on flying north, till I couldn't see them anymore. So, north is... There's a trail that continues behind the village, and it leads to an old septium mine which was abandoned some time ago. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. And then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. Little boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Oh, enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're going to prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. Looks like we've got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail and find the village and see what we can find. The two shadows I saw flying in the sky went north until I couldn't see them anymore. I know I wasn't dreaming. Gray and Pesco were at each other's throats again today. Gray has been growing fruit well before orchard cultivation spread throughout the village, and it's thanks to him that we were able to re-establish the village after the mine shut down. Maybe that's why he's not very flexible. Ray thinks that the only reason why I want to use machines is so that I can be lazy. He completely misunderstands me. I think we should use a number of cultivation technologies to improve the process. I think it's as my husband says, Ray just misunderstands us. I think if we had a chance to really sit down and talk to him, he would understand where we're coming from. These young'uns' ways of cultivation are nothing less than crude, thinking only about production instead of quality of taste. It's utterly deplorable in every sense of the word. I think it's just like he says. I've heard that when our fathers were children, there was a dragon still around here somewhere. I'd love to see a dragon for real, even if only just one time. I think it's partly Louis's fault that people don't believe him. When he first talked about seeing some suspicious silhouettes, he said he thought they were dragons. And dragons are creatures from ancient times, right? So saying something like that is not going to help people believe your story. Even young children were victims of the 100 Days' War. It still pains me today when I think about it. When it becomes the right season, people can come and experience picking fresh fruit from the trees. Hear that, Joshua? We can come here and pick fruit! Can we come here again sometime so we can gorge ourselves on all the good stuff around here? I should have figured you'd say something like that, Estelle. Anyway, I think it's a little early for that. Yeah, that's right. It'll still be another several months before the fruit is ripe. Why do you have to go and say something like that? I got all excited for nothing. Well, let's at least come back again when it's picking season, okay? When we don't have a job to do. Whatever you say, Estelle. Did you say the same thing about shopping and bows? Estelle's so nice. It doesn't make sense why everyone is so mean to her. Everyone's such a, everyone's so stuck up. I wonder if I should increase the number of dishes that use fruit in them. I'll have to discuss this with Apple later. Imagine growing up in a village that grows fruit and your name is Apple. And this girl's name is Orange. My husband is as stiff as a board and stuck in his ways. In fact, he may just be stuck in his old ways until the day he dies. Seems like recently my husband has had a difference of opinion with one of the young men in the village. I wonder if Louis is still off crying somewhere by himself. I know he told me he saw a shadow flying through the air the other night, but any normal person would think he mistook an animal for what he saw. The silhouette that Louis saw flying in the sky. I wonder if it could be him. No, it couldn't be. It's been decades since anyone last saw him. What are you holding back? It's a daily routine for me and my husband to pay our respects to the deceased. We don't ever want those who lost their lives during the war to feel that they have been forgotten. They're dead. They don't feel anything. Okay. Okay. No signs that we've failed those yet, which is good. Mine is that way. We've already explored all the way up here. So let's just go directly to the mine.
We're good to go.
The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. This looks like the entrance to the abandoned mine. It kinda reminds me of the Malga mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently. Which means that there's no possibility that the Sky Bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me. Do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you can get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. Forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's certainly a possibility it connects to somewhere. Probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we'd better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He might have the key. Huh, you're no fun, Scara. We gotta go all the way back. Damn it. Bum, 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 bum. Luckily, it's not far when you go there directly. You're looking for my husband? Since it's this time of the day, I'm sure he's up at the gravesite on the hill. What about everyone else? Do they have anything new to say? I don't think my husband is wrong in his opinions, because the fact is, he grows the most delicious fruit in the entire village. That said, I don't think it would hurt to try accepting new ways of growing fruit. Pesca relies too much on those orbment-run machines. Look what it's brought him, fruit that tastes much less delicious than mine. I just don't know how I feel about shipping out something like that from Revenue Village. It's not like I want to turn everything into mechanized cultivation. To begin with, orchard cultivation is difficult to do with machines anyway. Even if we used orbital machines to help us out, a large portion of the work would still rely on things done by hand. And as it stands, we don't have enough people here in the village to do everything by hand. That's why I think we should use machines where we need them. I really love raising fruit myself, so I'm glad that I came along with my husband. It's been a while coming, but gradually we've been able to confide in the other villagers. But Gray is someone we've never been able to get close to. I get what Gray is trying to say, but I think that Pesca has the best idea. I think we should sit down and discuss this, as it really is important to the whole village. Louis moved. I heard this from Louis, so don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. But aren't you guys from the Bracer Guild? That's awesome! So even girls can be bracers too, huh? I always thought you couldn't be a bracer unless you were tough, like A-Gate. What's Vince's new theory now? This is the time for us women to shine. Even Laura's wife is the queen of the house. And for heaven's sake, we even have Her Majesty the Queen. Hi, you guys. Did you find something out? I can't say for sure, but I don't think the thing you saw was a dream. Really? We're going to do a little more investigating, so please give us a little bit longer to see what we come up with. Okay, good luck, you guys. I had my own store in the Bowes Market at one time. However, I feel more comfortable in my hometown. Unfortunately, this place is out of the way, and sometimes it's difficult to get products in stock. I know I'm a bit shy, but I love doing this job. We get people from all over with interesting stories about the world. It makes me feel all warm and tingly inside just hearing them. I'm so happy when someone who stayed here before comes back again. Is that... Oh, we got a new person. Isn't that you, Scarizard? It's nice to see you again. I haven't seen you since the last time you were here during your training. If it isn't Annalise, what are you doing here? Well, we had a request to exterminate a monster in this area. Oh, really? So how has your swordsmanship been coming along? Have you started mastering the use of that weapon? Let's avoid that subject right now. I'm still working on it. By the way, Scarizard, are you here on a job for the guild? Yeah, something like that. Although the job's a little different from the one you're handling. Is that so? Well, this region is becoming more dangerous recently. Make sure to be careful. One more thing, Scarizard. The region is becoming really dangerous recently. Make sure to be careful. Okay. I started this place with my childhood friend, Apple. Of course, I was the one who invited her to join me in this venture. She's a bit of an introvert, so I wasn't sure she was up for it, but she was surprisingly eager to give it a shot. So this is where you are, Elder Raisin. Oh, it's you young bracers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. There is no need for you to get somber too there. I saw that ... Joshua. You're feeling guilty because you were an Ereburnian soldier, aren't you? Even though you were like 11 years old. There's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right, there was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. Reiji. So, you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out, just in case, so would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? Key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. Beat up. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Raisin. This will really help a lot. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor. Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. If we manage to find what you're looking for in the mine, please let me know if you find anything. They say in progress. So we haven't failed it yet. It supposedly flourishes in humid areas. When the mine was in use, the village enjoyed a period of economic growth. In fact, this place was so lively with miners and merchants you could have almost called it a small city instead of a town. However, following the war, this place became quite lonely. Louis seems to be rather upset. I wonder what's wrong. Okay, that's the same. Okay. Let's go! And it's this way. Are there enemy monsters inside? The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder. Ooh, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. No map. You can turn the camera though. Crab people. Weak to everything. Crustacean monster living underground, weak against arts, may call for backup. Very strong against non-arts as well. How big is the area for Latia? Not big. Give him an aerial, Scara. That's how it's done.
Seems you came up short.
Very efficient as well. Let's go back for a second. What's up this way? Oh, damn it.
Alright, we're good to go.
Got an attack in. Okay. Cookie, french fries, sandwich. Have a sandwich. And then Scara. Blow their brains out.
Seems you came up short.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! I keep forgetting that they can do that! Damn it, man! Oh, it's a loop. Is it? This place is quite maze-like. I'm completely lost now. Holy fuck. Run. That's gonna be so much more trouble than it's worth. Oh, we got through. Man, it's bright in here. Huh? Isn't that the Firestone? Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Oh shit. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. Hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that, Kyle. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area that used to be for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. Gotta figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So, this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we've got to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there! Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived! Huh? The League of what? Bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. You're the ones who just said how to run in back within Roland. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. Can't be right? You're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. Hope for your sakes that you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came up here to arrest us? You see anyone else, bandit boy? So, you're not involved with the others then, huh? And that simplifies things. Let's get him, boys! Oh? There's a conspiracy here. What do we got? Guy bandit. Consider remember the Kuhatol swings a dagger with a poison-laced blade. And the boss is... Number 2 man. The Kuhatol, his smoke bombs are blinding, and he's quite agile. Ugh, everyone gets to go first. I wish I had healed up before we get into this. Boom! Shakalaka. Damn it. The heal area is too small. Kyle produced a bomb from some unknown pocket. He's targeting Josh. Heal thyself, Estelle. Or do we want to use the crit for something else? I'm gonna use it to attack the boss.
Here I come! Someone's been naughty.
You need to heal. Yeah, we got this in the bag. No need to overcomplicate this. Oh, fuck off, Estelle! Come on! What?! Even shitting from behind! I wish we could position the heal like we can for aerial, instead of it just being around one person.
Seems you came up short.
Level up. And bunch of fire, nice! Oh, you guys are tougher than I thought. No wonder Josette got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go! You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourselves? League of the Exceptionally Dim or something? You making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out! What is this? You gotta be kidding me. Another smokescreen? It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers! Ow, ow, ow! Some of it got in my eyes! Don't worry, it's not poisonous. Looks like it was just a typical smoke canister. The ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Scarab, quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away, too. We've got time to kick ourselves over this, there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to get back to the airliners. How about we have a look? Passengers may be inside. Right! Okay. Check the area. That goes somewhere into the mine again. There's more exits to this place. There's several exits. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. Not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Skybandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the look of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Here's a lift car. Looks like the same type as those at the landing port. Skybandits probably used this to move the cargo. I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy is completely stopped. Looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. Steering wheel to control the rudders. Like anyone's been in this chair for some time. Bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. Light shining in from outside. Passenger seats. Okay, we haven't found anything interesting. We can go up further. Okay. Nothing? We checked it all over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandit's airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we'd had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship is completely stopped, which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is they did it in order to halt the cargo, remove the hostages aboard their own aircraft, steal the orbital engine, keep clear of the Royal Army's search party, ditch the Lind because their hideout is somewhere weird. They could have done this at the hideout. They didn't have to do this. They could have done that at the hideout. They could have done that at the hideout. Keep clear of the Royal Army's search party, ditch the Lind because their hideout is somewhere weird. It's gotta be this, because otherwise... Yeah. Yes, that's exactly right. From my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place, maybe 10 to 15 arg in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about a terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandit's hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. We're going to the valley! However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that their hideout may be in a place that we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or the place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugren. We should be able to contact the Hawken Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Okay. Huh? What the heck? Right. Now this is something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them. Are we gonna get arrested? We have found a suspicious armed group! Put your hands in the air, all of you! What is the world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? But the girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. You're calling Sky Bandits. Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment that something like that proves your innocence, resisted General. General Morgan? Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place had been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth is coming. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. All right, men, take them into custody. We didn't get to fully explore the mine. The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. Your innocence is proven and you'll be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early," if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? Didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who's leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Is it Olivier or Agate? Oh, it's Olivier. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. There you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time we were done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Buzz Market and then moved on to the Anterose restaurant. You couldn't pay. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great, doll, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. Don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I'd had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 mira. 500,000 mira? Just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Such a needless question. Of course, I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the best restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. For some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. Before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and... I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a zzz and a zzz, and an even assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Ah. Hey, you three, get up. No. I'm tired. What's wrong? What? Are you trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Maybelle. Mayor Maybelle? Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared.
I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mabel herself. You'd better remember to thank her.
So you mean Mayor Mabel stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation?
Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright?
Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua.
I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena.
Huh? You knew my mother?
Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
Now just wait a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I know that he was in the military before, but...
I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist.
Strategist? Dad?
I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me.
What's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for Bracer may stem from Cassius leaving the army, and the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel! How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn, so there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here. It feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. What could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable. How pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? He chugged it. Ah, indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way, for you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the General for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to at least be a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter, so she is the owner. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please, don't lay out the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single lira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Ha! Could you ever? Now it's settled. Let our working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What are we to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight. You're dumped from the party. Are you gonna be okay with that? Ha! Of course, I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please, be assured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bo's South Block. The weapon shop and herbal factory were targeted, as well as a number of private residences. What? So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we'd better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again, but I guess then that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information that we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's best for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? We haven't failed the quests yet? No, we should go do them immediately, because I'm starting to get worried. I've recommended to the mayor that she take a break from her labors. She has stated that alleviating the citizens' concerns and bringing back peace to Bose comes first. I couldn't be more happy that Mayor Mabel has matured into such a fine young woman, but I wish she would take better care of herself sometimes. Oh, Lila. I hear you all had a stroke of bad luck. Mayor Mabel received a message from the Bracer Guild about what happened. I guess it was kind of unavoidable, but I'm still ashamed to say it happened. Well, it was out of our control to begin with, and I can't say that the Royal Army was necessarily at fault either. Yeah, whatever. And if any of you Sky Bandits can hear me, you just wait until I got my hands on you. I have a female friend by the name of Murano. Her father was aboard the airliner that went missing. I'm sure there are a lot of other people also worried about family members who still haven't returned. There's a high possibility these burglars and Sky Bandits may be one and the same. I hope this investigation can yield some pertinent information about this group. Where's the other maid? Out. Okay, let's quickly check the Bracer Guild. Good, we haven't lost yet. Stolen ring, client Lorna. I was burglarized the other day and my jeweled ring was found to be among the missing items. It's quite valuable to me, so if anyone knows what happened, if anyone happens to find it, please let me know. I live on Bose's South Block. Alright, we haven't failed yet, so we're good to save. Oh, are you three back already? That gave me quite a surprise. It was unprecedented to hear that some of our bracers had been taken into custody during an investigation. That General Morgan, I tell you. We're sorry to make you worry like that. Oh, never mind that. I'm just glad you're all back safe. I was even considering protesting in the Royal City through our main branch. But Mayor Mabel managed to smooth everything out before that could happen. Was it really such a big deal? Think about it, Estelle. In the Liberal Kingdom, the Bracer Guild's right to investigate crimes is recognized by law. Therefore, the General's actions would be in direct defiance of the system of rules that governs this kingdom. We're cops, basically. Well, at least things have settled down as a result of this. We have a meet. So, Scarazard, looks like you ran into a bit of trouble. You're here too. I can't believe you guys were tossed into prison without a shred of conclusive evidence. I wonder what that old bearded general is thinking. Well, it turned out to be one of those situations of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. That aside, was it you who let the mayor know about our situation? Yep, right you are on that one. I just happened to run across her while I was on a job at the village. I feel kind of bad for the trouble you had to go through for us. It was no big deal, really. Now, this is a little off subject, but I heard that you new recruits were Cassius Bright's kids. Yes, that's right. I'm Estelle Bright. And I'm Joshua. We're actually not related by blood flow. I'm his adopted son. I see. So you're Cassius's. I don't think that you'll be super bracers like he is just because you're his kids, but I'm excited to have the chance to meet you in person like this. So I guess she knows Dad too, huh? Looks that way to me. We've received payment from Mayor Mabel for investigative efforts thus far. 6,000! Keep up the good work and be careful out there. Oh, and this has turned into the term short now. Okay. That's good to know. It's good to know that it changes like that. 6,000 cashola! Holy moly! got EP1, and he's got Hit 1. Yeah, we definitely want to put on Chaos Brand. Ooh, okay. Petrify 3. It gives 3 elemental values. So we get Earth Guard, Stone Hammer, Petrify Breath, and Stone Impact. Stone Hammer, Petrify Breath, Stone Impact for that one. That's a medium area attack. And then Earth Guard as well. Immunity to status effects, I guess? Is there anyone else? We get all the same. We get Earth Guard, Stone Hammer, and Petrify Breath. He gets more though, right? And Stone Impact. Huh? What do you mean? We don't have a Petrify equipped here. Cannot install 2 of the same type of quartz. But Petrify is not the same type. What is Stone Impact? "24 jobs completed, 86 PP, 200 victories, 4 losses." Stone Impact. Right, medium impact. 50 EP though. Oh god, he's got tons and tons of EP. He's got 346 EP. Why does he have so much? What level is he? He's 15. So he's better than any of us. Oh, we don't have EP cuts on this line. And we need EP cut on that line in order to get Latia. Seems like just giving him Petrify is going to be the best. Petrify ending at 10% success. We get tons of spells. Okay. What's his equipment? He's got a leather jacket, so he's already got the best. And work boots. Let's say move 5. 7, move 1. 6, move 1. Okay. Cool. Olivier Lenheim. Alright, we should go check out the Nemble Valley. Actually, I also want to go back to the mine, because there's we didn't get to explore the mine properly. Oh yeah, and we're absolutely cashed out the gills right now. But going to the south area might progress the story. We don't really have much to buy anyway, I don't think. Still feel like there's tons in the mine that we're missing. Oh, hi Estelle. Hi Louie. I was shocked to see the army haul you guys off after you went up to the abandoned mine, especially after you didn't do anything wrong either. You guys okay? Did those soldiers do anything bad to you? I'm sorry if we had you worried there. But we're okay. As you can see, we're alive and kicking. I'm glad you guys are alright. So what I saw was actually an airship then, right? Thanks for proving that I wasn't just telling a tall tale. Sure. But I'm sure the Royal Army would have proved your story sooner or later, so I've got mixed feelings about the whole ordeal. Considering that you were mistaken for sky bandits and then arrested. Well, even if you didn't go out in style, at least you kept your promise. And isn't that enough? I want to thank you guys for proving that I wasn't just telling a tall tale. Pesca just moved here recently. Usually he's kind and serious. Old Man Gray and Pesca were just fighting again. I've been seeing those two going at it a lot recently. And we got tons of septium as well. But we don't wanna sell too much off at the moment. Some members of the Royal Army showed up. I wonder what's going on. Heard they didn't find anything in their last investigation. Sometimes I wonder if Lemon is okay by herself running the bar. If it looks like she's busy, I want to help her out too. Oh, we're going to have the village elder open a meeting to discuss policy regarding orchard cultivation. I hope there'll be some sort of development. I don't think we should just continue on in the old ways. I think we need to find a more inventive approach where we can achieve a constant output of products. You can see how all the fruit-producing trees are short, right? That was something I suggested. I figured that if we didn't have to deal with high places, we wouldn't need so many hands to do the work. I really want people to somehow be able to understand my husband's ideas. I think in the end it's in the best interest of the village. Today is a little bit more crowded than I expected. Apple, a little help, please? Looks like the army came back and was looking for something else. These new soldiers are a lot more energetic about their work than the last ones who came. I'm sure that probably has something to do with their leader. Raising fruit naturally on trees one by one is the best way as far as I'm concerned. It's because I take so much care and time that the fruit is so delicious. Louis was born after the war had already ended. Hope that you will never have to experience something as horrible as that. I think they mean he. Oh, you bracers are back. I was really worried after I saw you all being led away by the Royal Army. Whenever I see a soldier, it causes my heart to skip a beat and reminds me of what happened here 10 years ago. I really don't like them coming here to our village. Oh, for fuck's sake! Can you all just give Joshua a fucking break, please?
Seems you came up.
Oh, can we not go in? This place is currently under investigation. This area is off limits to all civilians. We're not civilians! Hey, this place is off limits. You're not allowed inside. If you don't leave the premises, I'll have no choice but to place you under arrest. Fucking hell. And we don't have a save for it either. I wanted to explore the mine more, dude. We'll have to be able to go back there at some point, right? Like how we got all these enemy names. Halo Mole, Race Builder, King Scorpion, and there's Kyle. Alright. We have an autosave, maybe. Yes, we do. Oh no, that's where we... No, that's what we where we just were. Yeah. The autosave is pretty aggressive. It saves every time you... every time you change areas, including going in and out of houses, apparently. I'm fucking fed up. Why did I get it? Enough! And then still finally gets her level. Alright, we're out. Alright. Now we need to go to the valley. Ew. In the past, employees worked together in an effort to gain customer satisfaction. But the way young kids think these days sure has changed. In one way or another, things often don't go as expected. What, 8? It said 80 just now. They raised the prices! Absolute assholes. I don't care what the manager says. Today I'm leaving on time and going shopping. I need to blow off some steam from the last time you made me work overtime. That's the Eisen Road. The valley is way further back, I believe.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Seems you came up short.
Still ways away.
We're good to go.
Okay, here we go. Neville Valley. Save. And we've got to keep an eye out for bear claws as well. No map. So let's keep track of where we're going. We're turning left here. What is this thing? 969 health. The giant foot. The monster of the resistance before the great collapse. If it gets angry, watch out. Weak to fire. Oh my god, it takes almost no damage. %20 chance to petrify. Wow, even this is pretty slow. It's really slow though, it doesn't get many attacks. Giant Hook is mad. It's using a craft. And we can interrupt it. One sec. Just got a ban every single day.
Take that.
Now we get the start. We're getting more interesting turn bonuses as well. We're getting EP heals and CP heals. Wow, that was a lot of effort, but not much reward. And what are these guys? Ice Pecker. Weak to fire, of course. Insect monster, it has the ability to paralyze prey with its attack. Quick bullet. Medium area.
Take that.
Oh, come on, please!
Oh, are we done already?
Do not miss when I need you to not miss. Lighter. That's gear, isn't it? It is too. Prevents freeze. This has all been one part. We haven't had any other opportunity to turn on. What is this? There's so many enemies here. Snow Mantis. Also weak to fire. It can freeze prey with a single swift attack. Can it now? Oh, they're quite weak to fizz.
That's that then. Let's move out.
We can. Whoa! No. Shit. Thank you for not missing, Estelle.
Seems you came up short.
Move that. What's with all the missing? Oh, fuck off.
Piece of cake.
Getting lots of tri-colored rice. Which we need for this. Okay, Scara needs healing. Man, why does physical attacks just suck?
Enjoy the show.
That looks like the monster we're after. Okay. Exterminate. Ooh, okay. Master Cryon, a monster rarely sighted in the elevator region it inhabits, uses water-based arts. Trying to use arts. How about I stop you from doing that? This looks like this might be a difficult fight. Aerial, they're fairly resistant to aerial. Bonus crit. Attack this.
Here I
Oh, it healed. Heal. Ow. Hey, that's not fucking cool. Jesus. Fuck! And he loses all. I hate that they lose all their CP when they get KO'd. That's really unfair.
We're good to go.
I want another crack at this. This isn't going as well as I thought. We should take care of these left guys first. They have more health, and they're only weak to water, which we have on fewer characters. 228 damage is so much. Let's try and mute the boss. Please work. No! Fuck, man. This is bad. We could seriously die here. We need to do something. It hurts to blow our S brakes like this. We don't have much choice. Yet it's still casting. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Fuck. Oh, you're fucking joking me, man!
How could I fail?
I don't want it to go down like that. That's just too annoying. At least now we know that he's immune to mute, so he won't waste a turn on it. Oh, he got petrified from Olivier's attack. Okay. Super effective AoE strat. All that's left is the boss now. That's better.
Alright, we're good to go.
That's how I think the fight should go. Damn, we're getting loads of Sepith. Damn right we exterminated them. Katars, is that... Oh, it is, and it's a pretty big upgrade too. Let's fully explore the rest of this region, though. Avoid those guys, because they're just really annoying. There's a bear claw! Knew it would be here. And now we're back to the entrance. That's the way out. Let's go this way. Wait, what? Okay. Sure. Still got plenty of EP. Oh, come on! No one's close to a level yet. Come on, Joshua, you can do it. There you go. Not so hard, is it?
Oh, are we done already?
Okay, we've got two paths here, so let's go left first. Oh, there's a building here. That's the only thing here as well. Let's have a look inside. Who the hell are you? What a surprise to have visitors. You don't appear to be mountain climbers, but you seem rather worn out. How about lying down and resting for a bit? You're welcome to use anything you like in this place. Okay. Talk. It's just a rest stop here in the mountains. Interesting. Shop. What do you got? Red tail soup? Right. Tear balm? You sell healing items. Okay. Actually, we don't need to sell any Sepith right now. Share a meal. A Baden potluck. What the hell? What happened to Estelle's health? And now... What the hell is this? A Baden potluck. Sit down, a potluck dish only for the brave of heart and stomach. It damages you? Is this guy like an evil demon or something? What the fuck? Luckily we can heal. Cool they put a rest stop here though. Okay. Back here at the crossroads, we can go right. Strength up. Alright, bro. You've got this. Come on. Why? Why are you such a shitter? See? Scara can do it. What is wrong with you, Joshua? Alright. Another chance, boy. Go for it. There you go.
That's that then. Let's move it.
I got another lighter. To protect against freeze. Not that we're really having trouble here. Alright, bro. Go for it. This is your time. There he goes.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. Phew! After all this walking, we finally found the dang thing. Now we gotta do is tell that old man in the Bull's Market about this place. Estelle, because it's you, I have to ask. Do you know the name of this place? Oh, come on, Scara. What do you think I am, an idiot? This is the Neber Valley, right? Nebel Valley. Well, doesn't the name of this place have a beautiful ring to it? Estelle, it's the Nebel Valley. Oh, I'm glad I asked. Give me a break. I'm a growing girl, if you haven't noticed. I'm not sure what kind of excuse that's supposed to be. Alright already. It's back to work for us. Come on, let's get out of here. Unbelievable. Come on. Give her a break. She's doing her best. Don't miss. Oh, come on now. And it's petrified as well. Holy crap, petrify is good.
We're good to go.
Especially when you combine it with the AoE attack like that. That's crazy. Which direction do we come from? That direction. Yeah, suck it. Oh, come on. Do I need to start equipping hit
Seems you came up
extra dexterity stuff? This is getting a bit crazy now. God, I love Quick Draw. It's so good. Yeah, I think I can deal with that.
Piece of cake.
We're getting loads of experience as well. Scarer is 1 away from a level up. Okay, 2... Oh no, not 2 paths. This is a suspicious-looking monster chest, though.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Got crazy amounts of separate. Let's save just in case. Strega R. We're wearing Strega J's. Ooh, nice upgrade. How much are they? Defense 10. Defense 7, and these are 8, I think. Estelle's the sneakerhead, so let's give him to her. Junior model. These are regular model. Okay. You've taken everything from me. Everything! It's the end of the road. Okay. Cool, we fully explored this place. Nice. And we cleared out 2 side quests while we were at it. Thank goodness. The rest of these monsters are probably in the tower, I would say. Fucking hell, dude! This is getting kind of absurd how often they're missing. Yeah, crit these nuts, petrified bitch. It's insane that petrify doesn't wear her off.
Oh, are we done already?
We went that way, I believe. Oh, alright. This goes back up to the... Right. Wow, it's easy to get lost with no map, so this is the way back. We've done enough fighting. I think we've seen all the enemies in this area. Gotta say, being able to see the enemies is actually really nice.
Oh, are we done already?
Drowning in Sepet, drowning in money. We're good for the foreseeable future. We just need more fire Sepet, so we can unlock slots. How much fire sepith do we have? 65. I don't think that's enough to unlock anything. I think we need at least 80 for the remaining slots. Why does Olivier have so much more EP than the others? He has 5 out of 6 slots unlocked, but so does Estelle. And he has the highest arts attack as well, so he's the strongest caster of all of us. He has a hit jewel, I'm noticing. Oh, that gives him 112. Oh, we want to keep that up on him. Let's report. Good afternoon, Mr. Spence. Oh, it's your bracers again, is it? Have you made any progress in your search? You bet we did. It looks like there's a habitat for bear claw flowers in the Bells region as well. We found some growing in the Nebel Valley. There weren't many of them, but there should be enough to use for your medicine. This is wonderful news! I see, the bear claw has been said to grow well in humid places. Now that I think about it, the Nebel Valley is the perfect place for them to grow. I appreciate you helping me out like this. Now I can put my full effort into preparing this new medicine. Great! Good luck with your work and have a wonderful day. We'll be going then. I appreciate you all helping me out like that. Now I'll be able to work on formulating new medicine without worry. Can we buy some? It appears we've got the army coming and going here in town now. I can't stand that repugnant group with their pretentious attitudes. I wonder if my mother wants to see my father. Sometimes I can see this look of loneliness in her face. My husband was the one who said, let's start this business to begin with. And right at the last minute, he shoved everything on me and ran back to the village by himself, leaving me to shoulder the burden. What in the world was he thinking when he cut and ran like that? You don't even know? That's, not good. My mom caught me sneaking into the market and yelled at me. Sure wish the shop owner would take better care of the antique books. Maybe I should go put in a word or two about that. What's that you say? The city was hit up by some burglars? What a despicable bunch, trying to make a profit stealing from others. I sure hope someone hurries up and catches those crooks. We finally got enough. I think we can buy the book. Oh, we got issue 3 of the news. I've heard rumors that the army found the missing airliner. I wonder what happened to my fiancé. What about the other passengers? Your fiancé was down there? You're very chill for what should be a terrible situation. So much sepith coming out of our ears. That girl working here at the confectionery shop has been looking a little blue recently. I wonder if she's worried about something. You're the guy who's been buying her sweets every day, right? You're so into her, and then it turns out she has a fiancé. Due to the airliner flights being cancelled, I've had way more than my fill of shopping. Looks like my husband's about to have a heart attack after seeing how much I bought. Looks like the flights have started back up again. Now we can finally head to Ruin. I've really got to start keeping an eye on my wife's shopping habits. Personally, I think people should live a little more modestly than my wife does. Some burglars broke into my house last night. Unfortunately, at that time, only my wife and daughter were home. Only my wife and daughter. Though no harm came to them, they were rather shaken up from the whole ordeal. My wife sent me off with a smile this morning, but I'm still worried about them in the house. Yeah, thank God only your wife and daughter were there, and not anything important like your belongings. The westward-bound airliner has finally resumed flights. Now I'll finally be able to stock up on vegetables from Roland. Alright, now it's time to stock up and sell, sell, sell. There are a bunch of scary men outside. Did something happen? Doesn't look like there's anything in particular on sale at any of these stores today. This is no time to shirk my duties. This is for the future of my home budget. And who knows, there may just be a bargain in here somewhere. Meat, vegetables, fish. I wonder what I should make for supper tonight. Got to think about what to do for a side dish, whether we have to deal with burglars, the royal army, or whatever. I wonder if the queen would ever entertain the idea of making a holiday where we don't have to think about side dishes. I hear there were some burglaries in the South Block. All of the well-established shops are situated on that street. We got loads of rice now. Because we got all the drops. Milled flour. Plenty. I'm not quite making the abandoned poplock, although it doesn't seem to kill you. Maybe it could also, like, fully restore your health, but it seems to be random per party member, so, like, inevitably one of them gets reduced to 1 health. You'd have to be real desperate. You also should make more, where is it? This one. More revivals. Okay, what's the word on the street? It's odd to see the border garrison directly involved instead of bracers. I wonder if it has anything to do with the recent burglaries and missing airliner. I hope these burglaries and the missing airliner incident get resolved soon. Nothing good has happened around here for the last several months. Hey, Mina. What? I'm thinking about becoming a merchant and opening my own shop. That's so... Well, I guess having a goal is always a good thing. Now what you need to do is figure out how to become one, right? You're right. See what I can do to help you out. Really? Yeah, as long as it's within reason. It's not gonna be easy. I feel like this is the first time you said anything kind like that to me. Why are you two friends? Fanny says she wants to dine at the Anteros again. It's just isn't a place we can afford all the time. I'm gonna have to work a part-time job and save up some money. You don't have a job? How did you afford to eat there in the first place? Whenever I eat good food, I feel so happy. The much praised foods at the Anteros was beyond my wildest expectations. I'd love to indulge myself there at least once a year. That's not unreasonable. Oh, here's the maid. Why do military personnel have to be so arrogant? Races are much nicer, and that's why I like them. It seems to be they're rather noisy outside. I wonder if something happened. You don't even know. Although we're trying to conduct worship services in here, it certainly is loud outside. This town never stops being noisy all year long. Yeah, the army is here. Whoa, aren't you? No, I'm sure you're that guy from before. What's up, my good managerial sir? Thanks for the meal last time. Oh my, didn't I have you arrested already? I guess I'm gonna have to report you again. Now, let's not do anything brash, my friend. You guys are actually quite blessed. To have an owner with the eyes to recognize the value of an artful man such as myself is quite wondrous, truly. And she is an exquisite beauty, is she not? Like a flower in bloom. The future of Anteros is as bright as field, bathed eternally in the noontime glow of a crisp spring day. I can't believe you defy the owner like that. What kind of manager are you? Tis. Dear me, consider this a managerial failure on my part. My sincerest apologies to the owner. She doesn't even care about the $500,000 bottle of wine. My stars, whenever a man in uniform shows up, I can't help but think of the past. It's been a long road for us. These guys are still at it with the negotiation. Just pushing your goods on me without ever sweetening the pot does not make for successful negotiation. Given the circumstances, I think a discount is entirely appropriate. I just can't make a deal here. Why can't I close a deal to save my life? Is my haircut? Bad body odor? Great ideos, do I smell? Not long ago, a very important, very valuable bottle of wine was completely downed by a customer. A non-paying customer, mind you. That was the first time in a while that I've heard the manager let out his, special cry of dismay. It's a shriek, really. It sounds just like a little girl, or someone who's been kicked very smartly in the bagpipes. Like anywhere else, this place was reduced to rubble during the 100 Days' War, but was also the quickest to rebuild when it was over. Of course, there's a reason for that. The merchants all got together and pooled their profits to fund the revival effort. Oh sure, those merchants all love the freedom to earn and spend at will, but when push comes to shove, we'll band together every time. I'm proud to have lived my life as a Bose merchant. I do understand where Marion is coming from, but I find it hard to agree with her assessment. Although they're just soldiers like anyone else, I find the members of Her Royal Highness's personal guards to be the most polite and understanding. I don't care much for soldiers. They tend to be boorish and overbearing. Why must they behave so? Why can't they just act their ages? Of course, I know they're not all like that, but still. I'm not sure what to do now. My lovely Grand Chardonnay was down completely while I was out on break. The owner simply laughed it off, but I do feel responsible for not safeguarding it better. I heard a shrill scream from the manager the other day. The stuff of nightmares are made of that. What happened this time? I often hear that subdued shriek from him when new staff members arrive, actually, so I suppose there's nothing to worry about. Our prized Grand Chardonnay was drunk, in full, free of charge, and the owner seemed to not care at all. She's about my age, so how can she have her head so high in the clouds about this? The manager, by contrast, practically swallowed his tongue. I've never seen anyone turn such an unholy shade of red. Well, I guess such an unnatural color is a pretty natural reaction, all things considered. Poor guy. I mean, like, she did just lose a $500,000 investment and just laughed it off. Maybe they're like, nothing they can do about it, it's already gone. Should probably just focus on investigating and researching your burglaries. I know you're probably to do with some soldiers from the army again, but please act with prudence. Mirror. We got this one. Stolen Ring Medium. If anyone happens to find it, goes south. Okay. We'll have to... Maybe we can talk to them. Hey. We got the Petrify Quartz. The next one is Haze. Make enemies ignore you. Ooh. That sounds pretty good. 10% chance to crit, 10% chance to kill enemy. But you lose the death blow, don't you? Grail Locket, immune to status effects and then gladiator belt. Recovers CP during battle. So, Scarazard, looks like you ran into a bit of trouble, huh? Can't believe you guys were tossed into prison without a shred of conclusive evidence. I wonder what that old bearded general is thinking. Well, it turned out to be one of those situations of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. That aside, was it you who let the mayor know about our situation? Yep, right you are on that one. I just happened to run across her while I was on a job at the village. I kind of feel bad for all the trouble you had to go through for us. It was no big deal, really. Now, this is a little off subject, but I heard that you new recruits. Oh yeah, we saw that. Skirt the bar. Looks like the bandits had enough sense to know we'd be a lousy target. Do more harm than good to attack us. There are a lot of larger shops and shopkeepers in the South District, but once the sun goes down, the roads are practically deserted. If we got raided, all they'd find are a bunch of leftover ingredients, and I think only a mouse would be happy with a haul like that. The ancient dragons that lived before the Great Collapse, it almost seems as if they removed themselves from this land of their own volition. I hear the southern shopping district got trashed by bandits, all because Bose is rich. You get money, you get robbed. Been that way for as long as I can remember. We've got both of those. Seems my workshop was attacked by the bandits as well. Have they no shame? I'm a bit worried about one of my workers, a man named Nigel. I hope he's okay. He's the guy who is turning the business bad. We can sell this now, I think. Oh yeah! He has a gun, he has a new gun, and we just kept the old one. Which we can sell. Just free money, because he left the party. He just gave us his gun, and then he had another one, I guess. Wow, we are cashed to the gills. 12,000. I bet once we get to the next town, though, everything's going to cost 10,000. Every upgrade. Because in Roland it was 500, and in here it's 2,000. So the next town it's probably going to be 8,000, right? Yeah, we got that one. Good. Let's talk to the landing people. It seems like the Airlander landed in ruin. And we've got the Royal Army's patrol ships here in Bose. I wonder if they're here to investigate the string of burglaries. Only flights with the counterclockwise looping Cecilia have resumed. All those passengers who are boarding, please make your way to the gate. That airship is... Isn't it one of those patrol ships which belongs to the Royal Army? Speaking of Army patrol ships, they were used in the war 10 years ago and are famous for achieving great military results. Airships are just awesome, aren't they? The Cecilia, which had been standing by in ruin, has arrived, and what's more, it appears that the patrol ships from Leyston Fortress have come too. I'd like to say this is the most excited I've been in a while, but I'm feeling a little rusty. I better take care of the basic inspections for the patrol ships while the boss is looking over the Cecilia. He's gonna blow his top again if I don't hurry and get my work done. Even if I'm busy or not, I'm always getting yelled at. Okay, we've checked out everywhere here, I think. We can... The mayor again. I've recommended that the mayor... Yep. Okay, let's head to the south part of the town. Start from here. Seems that the group of Sky Bandits in the old mine consisted of 2 females and a male. Rumor has it they've even got children in the mix. What, those people weren't Sky Bandits? Oh, those were us. The woman living here says that she had a precious memento taken by these crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend like I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? I'm gonna be done here in a minute, so would your kids butt out? Okay, she's the one who lost her ring then, I guess. Can't do that yet. I guess we have to move the story forward a little bit. Make a save, just in case. Oh. Yay! This one turned out really cute! Oh, here they are. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Huh? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's your kids! Oh, Estelle and Joshua! Boy, am I glad to see they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about your kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. Certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of place is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after all you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business? But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Sure looks like that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues, too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bow's Market are right through the west gate. And it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, it makes a lot of sense. If you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivia Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh, right! You're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. Takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy went up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Thanks to your shenanigans, the pages of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. Oh yeah, we picked up the newspaper. The newest model of camera on display here was stolen. You think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Wow, looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. Could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Quartz, items, books. Breaking story, the Lin saga continues. Ransom request received. The Royal Army representative reports that the Grandsir LaBelle Orbital Ship Corporation and LaBelle royal family alike have received letters claiming responsibility for the Lind incident. Criminals refer to themselves as the Kapoor family and demand a hefty sum of money, rumored to be in the millions of Mira, to secure the passengers' safety. These so-called Sky Bandits are a group of marauders operating from the Imperial airspace all the way into the Bose region. Their exact numbers are unknown, but they're believed to be around 24 strong. Need for cooperative efforts. With the incident quickly turning from search and rescue to hostage negotiation, collaboration between the Royal Army and the Bracer Guild seems the best possible course of action. When questioned on this subject, the guild representative stated the relationship between the two parties has seen worse times, but is still less than civil. Given this idealistic divide, a partnership seems extremely unlikely. Bose's mayor, Miss Mabel, has launched an independent investigation through the guild, but still laments that the Royal Army won't share their information. This is no time for jurisdictional disputes, she says. Both parties need to work together. Having inherited the mayorship from her late father at only 21, Miss Mabel is known as a very wise young lady. Whether or not either party will heed her advice, however, remains to be seen. Technology. Enter the Arsail. Arsail? At long last, this high-speed cruiser takes to the skies, with a rigging a whopping 42 arch in length. The pride and joy of the Zeiss Central Factory has been completed, and transferred into the stewardship of the Royal Guard. Watch out, do-badders! Although not airborne just yet, the Arsail is scheduled for an operational test flight within the next few days, due to the excitement of all involved. Due to delays in its orbital engine development, however, only a basic performance evaluation will be conducted at this time. 100 Days War, Book Review. 10 years have passed since the war, and I'm sure we all remember the endless reports of casualties and destruction. Making an objective assessment of events a ludicrous proposition. That's exactly what this book sets out to do, however, by compiling accounts from virtually every possible source to paint a crystal clear picture of what happened behind the scenes, and how the war came to be. History demanded a book like this to be written, and on this dubious anniversary, I think everyone should give it a look. Travel, finding the perfect getaway. The Maple Leaf Inn, nestled in the corner of quaint Elmo Village in southern Zeiss, within walking distance of the Republic's borders, is the most luxurious hot springs resort this reviewer has ever seen. Its tranquil eastern aesthetic, abundant natural springs, and outstanding eastern cuisine are nothing short of dazzling. But the true reason to visit is, indeed, the soak itself. You see, the Maple Leaf Inn is renowned for its open-air bars, an understandably embarrassing prospect for some, but those who succumb will be glad they did. Taking in the warm waters while gazing up at the starry sky is truly a breathtaking experience, and best of all, towels are optional. Oh god, are we going to get an onsen scene? The hot springs episode? It looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory! My factory and all my goods! They're gone! I've got to report this to either the Army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now, hold on just a minute. Either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger. Oh? Yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. This guy has been embezzling money. $80. 200. Why is Olivier so much stronger than the others? I want to buy another one of these. Yeah. $300 for that one. Might be good to have another cast reduction as well. The rest we don't need. Damn it! Our shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals, and they took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this happen to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? Why are they doing all this? Yeah, we don't need the work boots. It's only a 1 defense upgrade. For Joshua only. Silver earring, white bracelet. It's blind. Prevents freeze. We got 3 of those. Prevents sleep. Let's get another one. Pearl earring. It might be good to have 3 of each, in case we run into like a boss that has a particular status effect. 3 of those. Like thing. Sleep is not such a big deal. But freeze and seal and poison definitely are. Are you the bracers we heard about? Since the mayor has asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the army's investigation. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Mirana's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries, but it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Mirano brought Simon over to watch the house. Okay. Now we've got burglars running around muttering amok in the city? I swear, what's happening to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on this city. They're after something in particular, aren't they? I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Move it along. I'm trying to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? You there! What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you were all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. If you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then we're gonna have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Huh. For an ass in a lion skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Who is this? Is this Richard? That's what his name was, right? Colonel Richard, the Whiz Kid. For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being so rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned... yes. That side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir! Your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack it up. We're returning to the Hakan Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. But we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. Looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, Colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, he's the CIA boss! Oh, right! He's definitely evil, then. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Who is that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. The CIA director. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. I think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. You see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige you. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man, but what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea! Well, let's check out this room first. By the goddess, first an airliner goes missing, and now we've got a bunch of burglaries. I wonder what'll be next. The Cecilia resuming flights is about the only good thing happening. Although, as long as the international lines with the Empire don't reopen, we merchants can't reopen our businesses. I got a real surprise last night. When I went to open the window and let in some fresh air, there was some masked man staring right in at me. And he wasn't alone either. There were a bunch of others with him. Creepy. There was some burglaries around here yesterday. It seems like my mom saw the culprits too. The army was asking about it until just a little while ago. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Oh right, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So, what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yeah, this is as good a time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought that it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see, so it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So, what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind? Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Cecil raised her hand in a casting motion, fishing. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday, you said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. On top of that, he still hasn't come back. Eh? So what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. When that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's getting a root. Going to get a root? He's going to get what for, let me tell you. Hi, honey, I'm home. Whew, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? Is senile, old man! My goodness, woman! What kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you! I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Huh? What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Brief explanation. Burglaries by sky bandits, you don't say. Now that is terrible. To think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Huh, guess they got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand. What'd you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we? But to think that these sky bandits came in the night just like they did and then disappeared just like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. Hey, he? What do you mean? Oh, right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. A strange bunch? Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. What I heard, he just happened to see them by chance. He was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when we asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So, was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. And best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. But there weren't any definitive clues relating to the incident. We did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the sky bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. In light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army, or the sky bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It would be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see, so what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than the defensive one? Then how about we get going? Up to the beautiful Valyria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberum. I really have to finish up. No matter how many times I yell at my husband about his addiction, he still takes off to go fishing again. I'm just about ready to give up. Something that really gets my goat about seeing him come walking through the door with such a carefree look on his face. But I guess it does help at the dinner table when he catches something. The Kingfisher Inn can be reached by heading south from town and following the New Ansel path. The structure's been built on the lake shore, so you'll know it as soon as you see it. Yeah, we've been there already. Okay, I still need to talk to that woman about her ring, but it's really late and I need to stop. So that's going to be it for now. Until next time, bye-bye.